these sites, there's a great effort to have a very minimal impact on the environment.
In order to minimize the environmental impacts on our projects, we take a lot of design steps into account. And among those things are, largely speaking, ways to make the solar system more harmonious with the land on which it sits.
In addition to the immediate impacts we have on the site, we also look for ways that we can better the site, both during the operations and after we decommission the site. One of the things on this site particularly we did was we planted clover. Clover is great for bees. There's a symbiotic relationship between bees, clover, and solar.
As an example, in some cases where there are wildlife species that will cross the property from time to time, we've elevated the lowest level of our fences so that the critters can crawl under, or in some cases, in the case of deer, in some cases, lower the top of the fence so they can jump over the top. It enables wildlife corridors to remain intact. Birds have at important times of the year when they need to do certain things in their life cycle, such as breeding, laying eggs, fledging, other things like that. So we plan and time our construction schedule to avoid those times of the year, because in many cases these species can be disturbed by the slightest bit of noise or slightest bit of vibration. So we're very careful to avoid those important times of the year.
For a site like this is very close to public roadways, and what we do is we plant screening trees so that the public, as they drive by, aren't impacted directly by having to look at the solar system.
In comparison to other electric generating sources, solar is incredibly safe. It's incredibly clean, and it's generally low impact on the environment. Because after all, that's what we're here for, is to create a better environment for everybody, people and animals, and we do that from the start by siting correctly from the start.
The overall goal is to minimize the amount of impact we have on the land itself, with the goal of when we're finished and that we're decommissioning the site, we're going to go ahead and restore it to its original condition. So we think of these things all the way through.